what I said.
What is not a damn thing?
You went into.
Yeah. So the about like 15 minutes after you guys landed on the airship deck and you guys begin to take off, the like spirit essence of Griffey begin to like pool and siphon, kind of vacuum, like a little strand of like smoke, wispy smoke, and pulling back into your figurine of wondrous power that you have on your body.
As all that happens, I note, let's never forget we have that thing again.
Ever. Okay, well, now I'm in my room. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. After I hear Chattington ailing miserably over and over, I get a little joy inside. Like, okay.
Solrak fucks! No!
No, he does not.
I'm just laying there like, wonderful. Try to drift off.
Alright, so everyone finds their quarters and begins to lay in their little beds and try to drift off to sleep. Would someone roll a D100 for me? As you guys nestle in for the night. Relax for a little bit.
26.
26. And Solrak, as you're sleeping in the middle of the night, kind of turn over as Brutus lets out a yelp. And notice he's kind of just like pawing the air as he's laying on his back.
Look over, see if it's just like a regular doggy dream, you know what I mean? Just like running around.
And you kind of just watch him for a couple of seconds after he wakes you up out of the middle of the night. You watch him as he's like pawing in the air every few seconds, and he goes, "Ruff, ruff, ruff, ruff." And then you see him, "Ruff." Like almost like he just like reached for something and it successfully got it, and then he turns to the side with kind of like his tongue hanging out of his mouth, licking his lips, and then he curls up and he stops the squeaking and the kind of pawing in the air.
I shake him awake.
You shake him awake and he kind of like his eyes jolt open real quick and he looks up at you and he kind of pops up quickly, sitting in his, butt down on the ground, but at alert to you.
I'm going to the name of the skill. Use my beast sense, I believe it is. Or
speak with animals?
Yeah, speak with animals. That's what it was. I use my speak with animals and talk to Brutus.
You kind of sit there on the ground for the 10 minutes performing the ritual to gain that ability to be able to speak with him. You can speak with him if you'd like.
Oi, what happened?
What do you mean, Solrak? I was chasing some bitches out there. Dogs gotta eat, and I was out there and I got some bitches. And you see him lick his lips again. And then I just went to sleep again. And then you woke me up.
That's it? You were just out
Solrak,
doing your thing?
when was the last time we had some bitches out here?
Oh, I mean, it's literally never, considering last time I had any female contact was with my dead wife. But,
Whoa, way to be a buzzkill, but hey, I was just saying, I'm just dreaming. It's the only time I can get a little tail, you know what I mean?
Okay, listen. Just so you know, I was told that I should get you neutered. Right? And I said no. Needs them. Oh.
Hey.
Don't prove them right.
He looks down. You ain't touching my nuts.
Oh, that's what I said. They were going to take them.
You're crazy. You guys take my nuts. I'm taking yours. Bet your fangs got some shiny ones.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. But, yeah, so nothing weird in your dreams then, huh?
Nah, I mean, She had an extra nipple or two, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm officially disgusted. So go back to sleep then.
All right. Kind of just
That
turns
red
back
rocket
around.
away.
Looks down. Oh, god damn it. Kind of tucks it real quick. Good night.
Just shrug it off and go back to bed.
All right. Shrug it off, and so does Brutus. And you guys tuck away for the evening again, and wake up a few hours later as the sun rises, peeking through your guys' portholes in your rooms. And you have successfully taken that long rest as you guys have continued flying down south towards the farmlands of Golden Fields in the direction of Waterdeep. Yeah, as you guys all wake up, you can tend to whatever you'd like to, but Dell, oh, I thought I froze for a second. Dell would look down, peek his head down to the bottom level and let you all know that about an hour away from Golden Fields, if there's anything you need to take care of before you get there, make sure you do so.
I'm gonna load up on some rations down here. Give some to Brutus, eat some myself. Take a day's worth.
Perfect. Yeah, you definitely can grab as much of that as you would like from the storage area of the bottom deck there. Fang, as you get up in the morning, anything that you take care of, or you guys are just about to Golden Fields, so maybe just.
I
Yeah.
immediately I get up, I roll out of bed, and kind of just start moving around, getting the blood flowing. Kind of just say to myself, all right, got a lot of work ahead of me. I know we'll be in Waterdeep in a couple days, but I must get ahead. And I sit at the desk, pull out the stone that Solrak gave to me a couple days ago. Pull out some silver, start grinding away.
Okay. Yeah, you got about 45 minutes to an hour to do a little bit of this. Go ahead and make a survival check as you're working this.
So actually, I am going to stay on the ship.
You're not going
You
into Golden
tired?
Fields?
No,
Okay.
but I will. Hey, we'll play it out. But
Sure thing.
what was it that you wanted me to do?
Survival.
Survival of the fittest. Show me that 20, baby. All right.
Nice. Okay. We'll figure out how long that you're here doing this, but yeah, it's you are determined to grind some fucking silver on this beautiful sunny day.
That's right.
Get some of that powdered silver. Yeah, so you pull out that rock, a pile of silver coins, sitting them up on the table, kind of crack your knuckles, stretch yourself out. It's all right, time to do this. And you start just grinding away.
And I keep doing this until I hear Chaddington, Solrak kind of start getting ready for their day.
Okay. Yeah, Chaddington, how do you start your day?
I'm gonna get up, have a little water, and then I'm gonna find, was it Snarf?
Snert. Yeah.
Snert. I'm gonna go up to Snert and I'm gonna go, hey, buddy, can you help me out for a little bit?
Whoa! Yeah. What do you need?
No, you're pretty jumpy. You could probably calm down for a little bit, right?
Yes, I probably can. What do you got in mind?
Okay, because my friends are really starting to get annoyed by this. But can you just sit down with me for a little bit?
Kind of looks around. Tries to see any of the parties. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of busy. Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, sure, I can help you. What do you want?
Let's just sit down. It's just calm down. I just start chanting. We're gonna do a spirit session, and then so yeah, I'm just chanting normally, and halfway through, you kind of notice the other dragonborns on the top, little blue hearts, their heart kind of comes out of their body and starts floating to the middle, and kind of everyone eventually from a 40-foot radius, just this blue heart just comes out of them and circles right in the middle, and then they suck right into the to Fillmore's head, and then I'm gonna have heart to heart.
Cool. Snurt's just watching this happen. What the fuck are you doing?
Shh, 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 shh. Just let it happen, buddy.
God, you give us little people a bad name. Fucking creepy. Oh, alright, is that it? You're done?
I think I'm done, my friend. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
He grabs like the water skin that you had sitting there and he starts ah, thank you. He slams back down. He just trots back up to the top of the deck there and just kind of walks up to the front of the ship and kind of just like puts his arms out. I could get used to this. Sure is the life. And the dragon cultist standing next to him just kind of looks at him and says, "You are a strange little fellow, aren't you?" He looks back at him. "Fuck off!" And then just trots back away. And Dell's sitting behind the wheel laughing. Says, "All right, guys, enough's enough. We're getting ready for descent." He turns the wheel a bit, turning you guys sharply. As you guys look down over the edge of the ship, you guys can see these lush golden wheat fields as far as the eyes can see over these rolling hills and the Desarin River running through it as well. Dell signals to everyone to perform their task, deflating the air balloon and getting you guys propelled down to the ground. And slowly but surely, as you guys land on down there, switching you on over.
Chaddington, Solrek, come here real quick.
And go
As
over
I'm
to him.
Roll on in there.
I'm grinding away my silver. Hey guys, I'm a little busy at the moment. I think I'm gonna be staying on the ship, just trying to, take care of this task. Don't really have too much time to dilly-dally here. However, when you guys get into town, if you don't mind just picking up a couple potions for me, and I will obviously reimburse you if you don't mind. Thank you.
Anything special? Just health potions or?
It's like that last.
I trust you guys. What was that, Solrak?
It's like that last 1,000 gold coins you led to him, huh? And I look over at Barrington.
Hey, what goes around comes around. I mean, it's not like I don't.
Sure.
It's not like I don't know where to find you guys. Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Right.
Sure, I'll be sure to get you a potion or two, my friend.
Thank you.
And I slyly tap Solrak on the back. Let's get out of here and get our friend what he needs.
Oh, let's do it. Here.
Galpin, with a little bit more of excitement in his step, hops off the airship. Well, guys, come on, let's go. Let's go on into Golden Fields, and you guys said you wanted to maybe grab a drink or something.
That greatest thing ever.
Yeah,
Our drink is always good.
Well, Golden Gup Ale is the finest you'll ever have, so let's go on in there and get ourselves a drink. Begins to lead you guys down this pathway through these golden fields up to the fortified village, and Snurt kind of steps back for a moment as you guys are walking up path, and doesn't kind of join along with you guys.
You kind of notice him laying back.
Yeah, you guys would.
You coming, little buddy, or what?
You see, I don't think that I'm really going to be accepted here.
What? What do you mean? You spoke about this. I said, any friend, or like the Destroyer, and they're everywhere. Goddamn, to be king again here. Come with us.
You see, and Galvin would, see you guys speaking to him and chime in. Well, I can understand why he feels that way, and rightfully so, I would imagine. I mean, I explained to you all why I was down in Grudhog is because the Hill Giants came and infiltrated our village here, and sent their goblinoids and orcs and all sorts of verbeegs in to ransack our village and steal the grains and some of our livestock, some of the pigs that you guys saw there and the sheep, stole some of them and broke down one of our walls. Um, you know, I can't say, Snurt seems like he's a genuine, nice fella, but I can't say that the rest of the people of Golden Fields will look at him with such understanding, especially when some of his type just came in here and did what they did to our lands.
Well,
I think you.
Addington, don't you have perhaps ways to help our little buddy out?
Not for him, but I mean, we can always go in pairs. And I snap my fingers and I turn into whatever the hell Snarf is. That's gonna be that's gonna be
goblin.
disguised self. Yeah, I start to look like a goblin, and I go. I turn to Galvy. You. I mean, you'd vouch for us, right? Don't you have a little weight here? I kind of tug on his shirt.
Yeah, I mean, you guys helped me out. That's the least I could do is, help you out with, such a small task as getting on in here and getting a drink, if that's all you want.
All we want.
Yeah, I think we want a drink and maybe
Me too.
if there's any extra potions here, we're always up for a good health potion.
3 drinks.
Oh, yeah,
Tops 4.
there's a few things we can probably set you guys up with. Snurt, I mean, if you want to come on in, I'll give a good word for you. He kind of looks back at Galvin. It's appreciated, but maybe this is a good place for us to, go our own separate ways.
Drink with us.
I mean, a drink does sound good. Shit. Yeah, alright, fuck it, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's go, little people. I give him a little fist bump with a goblin fist.
Alright. Give him a little fist bump, and you look just like him. That's what you're trying to go for, right? Is kind of looking like him?
Yeah, I want to look like a goblin. Because now there's 2.
Alright, yeah. He's like, hey, yeah, you gotta pull that off pretty well. You got some good style with that. Kind of looks at you and gives you like an elbow nudge. Let's go, buddy. And you guys all start trotting on in there. And Galvin just kind of looks and shakes his head. He's like, well, this is going to be interesting. And he kind of scratches the back of his neck. And you guys go on up to the fortified walls that surround the village here. I thought I froze for a second. And you guys can see as you guys go through, Galvin gets one of the men at the front to allow you guys to go through, that Golden Fields is this bustling and prosperous farming community located right here in the heart of Faerun in these golden rolling hills. And you guys kind of walk through those gates, and the first thing that you see is this beautiful, voluptuous, 20-foot tall wooden statue carved in the likeness of Shantea, the goddess of agriculture, nature, growth, all things natural. And she's smiling with one hand on her hips and the other holding a cornucopia while standing in a garden of golden wheat. And you continue on and pass by some tall grain towers and see the sights and sounds of a busy market. The smooth dirt streets are filled with merchants selling their wares, from fresh produce to handmade crafts, and the air is filled with the sounds of haggling and the hustle and bustle of daily life. Galvin lets you guys know, town here, we're pretty much known for our delicious breads, baked goods, pastries, and of course, as mentioned, the Golden Gulp Ale, which is made, right with all of our wheat here that we have growing here, and of course, this beautiful crystal water that we have flowing through the village. You guys can see the river flowing on through the main part of the village in the center of town. And he would let you guys know that, we're the main exporter of all this, produce and vegetables and Golden Gulp Ale and all these kinds of things to the surrounding cities like Waterdeep and Daggerford and Yartar and all sorts of places like that. And you guys continue on, and you guys can see all sorts of more beautiful plots of lands with all sorts of crop and livestock, ranging from oxen and cattle roaming in large fields, with a few shepherds milking them. One of these shepherds who's milking them, kind of, as you guys all walk by, kind of just continue to squeeze the milk out of the udders and kind of squints over at Wilmore. And only Solrak, you kind of see this with your 15 passive perception. But as you guys are walking by, he kind of just like squeezing these udders, working them still, and kind of looks over at the goblinoids over there and kind of just squints and kind of gives them a dirty eye, and then continues on his work. You guys can see, in other areas, there's sheep, chicken, turkeys, pigs, all kind of cordoned off into pens, and some roaming in other fenced-in fields. Colorful vegetables with the biggest carrots, squash, onions, tomatoes, potatoes, and radishes you have ever seen. Cornfields, barley fields, golden wheat fields spread all over the lush lands, with a couple of plots you guys can see with fresh herb gardens, a little bit in smaller areas, and there's one of them with like a bearded man kind of tending over his herbs, bending over and smoking a long wooden pipe, kind of billowing clouds of smoke out of the pipe, and he's laughing at the herbs and kind of like looks like he's like tickling them almost, and poking at them. And you keep on passing on by through as Galvin's leading you through. You can see an orchard of trees with bright and perfectly round oranges and red apples, with wooden buckets sitting underneath of them to collect them. And you guys kind of make your way now into like the main part of town, where there's like all the houses situated, most of them wooden one-story houses with thatch roofs and wooden roofs. And right by on the water, you can see a two-story manor where the river kind of flows right underneath of it, with a large wooden sign at the entrance that says Golden Gulp Brewery. A cylindrical tower expands off the back of it, with a few guards keeping watch inside of it. And Galvin, as you guys are walking by, says, "Yeah, that's Golden Gulp Brewery, where we brew all of the local beer here." And he points up to the tower. You see that up there is what we locals call the Dragon Spire. One afternoon, about 100 years ago or so, the legend says that a young bronze dragon perched atop there, and just one quiet afternoon, and hung out there for a little bit of time, and flew off, and it was quite a magnificent sight from what they say, but it's kind of, the name stuck for a little bit of time since then. You guys pass the brewery, and Galvin is leading you to this main part that he's been trying to take you to since you guys have gotten here. This 3-story stone building with arched windows and smoke pluming out of the chimneys, with life-size statues of rearing horses flanking the double doors that lead into the establishment, and above them a wooden sign that says North Rose End Tavern and Stable House. As you guys all now notice, of course, that there's some horses around, and there's a stable house connected to the main part of the building. You guys now all enter this warm tavern. Let me get you guys on in here. Ba-ba-bum. There we go. And ba-ba-bum. Yeah, you guys enter this warmly lit interior with stone walls and depictions of Shantea, the goddess of nature, adorning the walls. The inn is filled with patrons who sit around at wooden tables, up and downstairs, and some sitting at the bar, sipping out of clay mugs and flagons with sheaves of golden wheat painted on the sides of them, and some eating meals with succulent pieces of meat and colorful vegetables plated with them. In the back, you can see a large kiln and stone oven with a few of these mugs sitting next to them. And the opposite corner, a female halfling bard with brown hair. She's playing a lute, singing a song of golden fields, and most people seem to be bobbing and nodding their heads along, and even some joining in with the song.
I see this. I whisper to Chankton's ears. See this? That could be you, but you're playing.
Ha ha ha, my friend. Careful what you wish for.
You guys walk in as, as mentioned, everyone's kind of bobbing their heads and nodding along to the music, and even some of them join in and sing along with their "In the fields of golden fields, where the sun always shines, there's a brew like no other, it's the Golden Gulp Ale of mine. Made with hops and barley and a touch of magic too. It's a drink that's sure to please, no matter what you're going through." And everyone kind of joins in here. Golden Gulp, oh Golden Gulp, the finest ale around. It'll lift your spirits high and keep your feet on the ground. Golden Fields is the place where this ale can be found. Golden Gulp, oh Golden Gulp, the best that can be found. The song continues on and goes on, and everyone's just, flagons and mugs in the air and cheers and singing and having a good time.
Back at Chaddington's. These people have terrible taste in music.
As he says that, I'm like joining in and singing, just being really happy. Golden ale, the golden brew.
Yeah, the second
And I'm
verse
like-
comes in, and the broom master of Golden Fields knows just what to do to create an ale that's perfect in every single hue. He uses secret ingredients that he won't reveal to all, but one tastes the Golden Gulp and you'll be wanting more. And then everyone sings again, Golden Gulp, oh Golden Gulp, the finest ale around. It'll lift your spirits high and keep your feet on the ground. Golden Fields is the place where the ale can be found. Golden
I'm gonna
Gulp,
start pushing through people.
best that can
gonna-
be found.
I'm going
I'm
to the
like-
bartender.
And then
like
the bridge
casually
comes in.
casting
So raise your glass and
prestidigitation.
drink to health with Golden Gulp in hand. It's a drink full of cheer, it'll help you stand. No matter what the challenge, this ale will see you through. It's the Golden Gulp of Golden Fields, the best that's ever been brewed! And everyone just, yeah, cheers at the end. And it goes back in, Golden Gulp of Golden Gulp.
4 hours later.
Guys, I
After
wrote
the
this when
second
was
round, I
drunk
start to
last
get
night.
annoyed.
He spent a week writing that.
I spent like 5 minutes writing that.
Oh god. So I take it we have to drink this Golden Arc beer.
Up to you.
I'm gonna go get one for me, one for Chanton, for a little buddy, and one for Galvin.
Yeah, Galvin would kind of walk up to the bar with you, Solrak, and going up there, and you guys get up to the bar to grab some drinks. And as you approach the bar, the bartender turns around to greet you. It's this man with a barrel-shaped body and thick white hair covering his arms, his chest, his back, his head. He kind of turns and he looks at you and says, "Oh, well now, welcome to North Furrow's End. Me name's Miros, the owner of this fine establishment. Your first time in, is it?"
That's right, my friend Barrows.
Well,
Excited.
if it's your first time, then the first flagon of Golden Gulp is on the house. It's made of the finest local ingredients right here in Golden Fields.
Yes, we heard the short song you guys have.
Oh yes, it's a town
Short
favorite.
jingle. Huh. Well, I could tell that you guys really, really like it. I'm guessing does your ear quite some good justice. Gladly have some for me and my friends here, please. And I point to them.
You point over to them, and he sees the two goblins standing over there now. And kind of like sits up straight and kind of cocks his head and looks at him.
I'm really into the song. I'm casting prestidigitation in the air with little like fireworks, and I'm all in.
A couple of the villagers kind of surround you, kind of a little frightened at first after seeing the fireworks, but then see your excitement and you're joining in with the festivities, and they bring over a mug for you and they place it in your hand and say, "Hey, little mate, drink up."
Absolutely. Before I look at that, I take a look at my compass real quick. Just if there's anything weird going on with the beer.
Yeah, you pull out your compass, and it does seem to ping a little bit of magic off of it.
Do I get any idea what kind or?
It would be I guess, evocation magic. I'm not exactly sure.
That's fine.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, probably something like that.
Okay, yeah. I take it, and I guess Galvin and Solrak are still at the bar, and I walk up to there and I go, "Boys, are we drinking or what?"
I look over back at the bartender and I say, I promise these are fine elves.
What'd you say?
I promise these are fine. Elves.
The goblins, you mean, right?
The goblins, yes.
Yeah. He kind of looks at him as well. I'm not one to judge anyone on their appearance or where they come from or anything like that. Kind of just looks around at himself. As you can imagine, I've had a life full of being discriminated against and looked at as a freak.
I don't know why. You're the second most handsome person here. Except for myself, of course.
Yeah.
Go on.
I overhear them. I go, "Don't worry, buddy. We left the freak in the airship." And I take a big swig of my beer.
He would have wanted a water here.
Oh, water. I mean, we have the finest, freshest water that you could find around here, but where do you come from? I haven't seen you around these parts. Your first time in.
Yes, well, we are from all over. However, just know my rightful lands. Seen better days. Originally from the lands of Daggerford.
Daggerford. We used to export some of our ale down there, but haven't gotten an order in quite some time.
I imagine you'll be getting any orders anytime soon. It's happening there.
What's going on in Daggerford?
My
We used to
friend,
drink a
you-
lot there.
What you know? My name is Sorlak the Destroyer, and I'm the rightful heir to the throne. Fortunately, my uncle Rubius, jealous, fit of rage, we took the kingdom. My father, night while the kingdom slept. Fortunately, it's been described as hell on earth since. Seems that it's gone past the point of consumption of human greed. There's now other forces at play here. Darker forces at play. I don't know if it'll ever be the same place I once known you and loved. I mean, I will try. Take a gulp of my... Will try.
You see him kind of just like looks at you with, curious eyes and just, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. I had no idea such things were going on in Daggerford.
Managed to keep the world in the dark about going ons there. However, what we think is going to happen there happens. The rest of the world. For the sake of my kingdom, bastards need to be stopped. Also, for the sake of the world.
Well, I don't know how you winded up in my tavern here, but yes, you have got quite the path ahead of you, it seems.
Right.
There's a burden that you gestures to your two goblin friends that are kind of hopping around and cheers and singing along, and Snurk's really into it with Wilmore also, and they're having a good time. This is a burden you carry with these ones.
They're not so bad. They're quite kind, actually. Like, the thing I've learned is can't judge entire the beings actions of few. Sometimes smallest beings turn out to have the biggest hearts.
This is true.
Go right then.
And sometimes the biggest beings, he kind of stands up full now. He's like 8.5 feet tall. Sometimes we have the biggest hearts too. You're not just scary, mean people. I grew up as a carnival sideshow freak. They called me the Yeti. It's a part of a traveling circus with ringleader named Hanwinkle and his carnival of curiosities. I left there, just tired of being looked at as something evil and nefarious and a monster called names. Well, just wanted to live a quiet life. So, came to Golden Fields, opened this inn, and with doing so, I can support my true love. And he kind of grabs one of his clay mugs up the side here. Pottery.
And I look at the design, see if it's any good.
Yeah,
If it's
no, you look at it, and it's like this clay mug that has these golden wheat, like crisscrossed like wheat stalks on it, painted on the side, and the mugs themselves are like have this like curvy bottom, they arch back in, and then have like a lip that go up to the top, and you see in the back there's like by the fireplace on the opposite side of where the bard was singing, there's a kiln over there with some mugs, and he says, I just want to live a quiet life and spend some time perfecting my craft, making mugs and all sorts of other pottery. I even take real gold coins and I shave them down and I mix them with some pigments and paint to paint this golden wheat on the mugs. I don't even sell them, I just do it for the love of the craft.
Wow. Who would have imagined acid being as yourself with such a hobby, but hey, these are pretty good.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. And it gives you a nod. You see, you can't always just judge a book from its cover.
And unless you're dealing with disgusting bird people. Ugh, God. They're just so smelly, you know what I mean? Good Lord.
You can't always judge them just because they have feathers, and a beak, and talons, and... some of them are nasty, I give you that, but most of them, they don't fall under that category.
As I used to. Good Lord.
Wilmer, you take a couple of sips of that ale, and you're feeling good. You're feeling real good. You're feeling like, if you were to drink that whole thing, it would be like having a greater healing potion.
Yeah, it's good.
It might get you a
I'm
little
just-
drunk, but it will heal you up a bit too.
I guess I kind of noticed that good feeling. And I asked. I kind of go back to the bartender and go, "Well, but this is fantastic, my friend. How can I get some of this to go?"
Well,
What are the chances? And I pull out, ask my bag of holding. And it's the same as this. And I let him go whiff.
the hill giant stuff.
Yeah.
He would take it from you and uncork it. Oh no, this is not golden gob ale. This is some sludge. I mean, it'll gives another sniff. It might give you a little bit of the beer muscles, if you will, but this will not make you feel whole and hearty as golden gob will.
Oh. Well, how do we take a bunch with us, my friend?
Oh, we can we sell to go, of course. If you guys are looking to get some carry out, we could do a cask, keg, a couple of bottles if you'd like. Probably easier to disperse it in bottles.
How about maybe maybe like a 6-pack of this good stuff?
I'll take a keg.
Could do a 6-pack, a keg, sure. You might have to roll one over from the brewery. Got mine tapped right now, but we can get you that certainly.
And how much would that be, my?
If you want a keg, all right. A keg will be how many beers are in a keg?
Like
Fuck
86?
man.
Like 86.
Depends on the keg.
Yeah, that's like a
165
quarter
and
keg. A
full.
real
So,
keg
yeah,
is
Carlos is probably right then.
165.
So Carlos was probably a half keg, right? Half barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, a full keg is 165 beers.
Okay. It would be for the half keg of Golden Gulp Ale. You'd be looking at 80. It'd be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like 5,000 gold pieces.
Woo! Yeah, no. Do a 6-pack.
If you want a 6-pack, you can get a 6-pack for 500 gold pieces.
I say absolutely, I'll do that. And he said it's a greater healing.
Yeah, but they have, if you're adding greater healing potion to your sheet, put a little asterisk on them, because you're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw when you drink them.
Get a little drunk. All right. Greater healing.
And how many gold did you say? 300?
500 for a 6-pack.
500. That would be 5,000 copper pieces.
No, that'd be 5,000 silvers, 50,000 coppers. If you're talking, I can't.
500.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. I just 500. Cool. Got it. How many greater healings would this give us? 6?
6. And add a star on that, or some sort of note letting you know that it's Golden Gulp, the finest ale around.
Beyond's acting a little weird.
Sure. So Galvin, after you guys purchased these and you guys have sat around and had a couple of drinks, listening to the bard play a couple of songs, she kind of takes a break and sits down at the end of the bar and orders a drink from the bartender as well, Miros. And Galvin would gather you guys around and say, look, I gotta go speak to the abbot down over at the abbey and let him know what happened over at Grudhog. You guys can come with me if you'd like, but it seems like you're enjoying yourselves.
I think I'm certainly having a good time here. What about you, Solrak?
We're having marvelous time here. Or my ale.
Snert, Galvin would then go and just say, okay, well, guys, again, thank you for taking care of me over at Grudhog and getting me free from those cages and rescuing me, bringing me back here safely, and taking me on my first airship ride. That was pretty cool. If you need anything, I'll be over at the Abbey. Just right down the road here. You guys probably saw it when you're coming in, the big building with the big sun stained glass on the front of it. I'll be over there if you need anything. But again, guys, thank you, and it's been great meeting you. And Snert, you're welcome here in Golden Fields whenever you'd like. You gave me a hand, and it's the least we could do is look out for each other. And Snert kind of he's got foam covered all over his face and all over the front of his shirt. Well, I thank you for the beer and your hospitality and everything else. And Galvin just kind of rubs him on the head. You guys are crazy. Guys, take it easy and try not to cause too much trouble while I'm gone, okay?
It would never. A big pound of my. Get easy, Galvin.
Just kind of gives you guys a wave off as he goes through the doors. And
Hope to link up with you soon.
I don't get it. Yeah, cool. I like that. Golden Fields booze. Get you feeling better, but a little drunk. Perfect. A little better. So, you guys have a few drinks in you. The music has stopped for the time being. Snert seems to have made some friends with some people and has convinced them that he's not, a goblin that they have to worry about, or they seem to be welcoming to you guys, for the most part. That is. As the day goes on, Fang, back over at the airship. How you doing? What are you up to?
I am. My room almost has this like haze to it from the amount of sweat and tears that I'm putting into this silver grinding with that natural 20, just like the motivation. And my my clothing is just completely drenched. It's awfully muggy in my room, but I'm just trying to prepare for whatever we may endure in the time to come. And so that's kind of keeping me in the zone right now as I keep just kind of grinding the silver, almost like a mortar and pestle, but without the pestle or whatever.
Love it. Yeah, you are working up a sweat in this room. You got powdered silver kind of just clinging in the air, floating along. You see, like, the sun rays shining in the porthole. You can see the dust of the silver shimmering inside the sun rays, floating in the air. You are damp, drenched in sweat, but you are slaving away at getting as much of this silver powdered up as you can. Go ahead and make another survival check for me as you get another. Gone about 2 hours now. You keep on grinding away and see what else you can do.
12.
12, okay. Getting a bit tired, but you got some motivation in you, and you see a window of free time that you don't typically have as these guys go out into the town and take care of what they have to. So keep on grinding away and doing the work that you have to. Anything else on the airship that you wanna, or that would be going on, or you good?
I guess at this time, like, about how long has it been, do you think?
They've probably been in here for 2 hours.
Okay. And I just kind of look out the porthole, just kind of see what the day is looking like as of right now. Just kind of gauge what time it is.
Yeah, it's probably just about noon now. Early afternoon probably. Sun's shining. It's a beautiful day. You look out and you see the golden wheat fields surrounding with the sun glinting off of them, and it just seems it's pretty picturesque.
You're picturesque. Can you admire the artwork that Colbert drew on
Yeah,
his
right.
wall?
That's the dream. I don't even know what you're looking at, but I know it looks good.
I know you work really hard on those.
Hey Nate, if you ever want an apprenticeship, you let me know. All right?
Absolutely. Get you some college credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
All right. So back or anything else, Fang?
Not for now. I keep just kind of grinding away. It's been a couple hours. I know I got a couple more hours in me before I decide to take like a long break before I kind of end the evening with a little bit more silver grinding.
All right. All right. So back in the tavern then, you guys sitting at the bar, having a few more drinks. As I mentioned, you see the bard who was playing, female with brown hair, halfling, sits down at the opposite end of the bar, and she begins to have a drink and a complimentary meal placed in front of her for performing her show this afternoon, and kind of taking a break for the time being before she perhaps goes on for her next show for the day.
I'm probably like 3 drinks in by now, and I just lose concentration. I just turn back into a halfling right in the middle of talking to random people. And then I kind of see the bard lady in the back, and I go to Solray. Hey buddy, check this out. And I go over there and I pull out my my lute, and I just start. And then I sit down next to her. I'm like, how did a girl like you get or how did you end up getting a gig like this? And I stop playing.
Make a performance check as you play it. And she's sipping some of her Golden Gulp ale, taking a bite of some of her potatoes and carrots, and she looks at you as you're playing that and says, not bad. And she reaches over and kind of turns one of the tuning pegs on the top of your lute and fixes the tuning for you just a little bit. There you go. That's a little bit better. You were playing in sounded like a C minor, and this is more of a major place.
You know, I really appreciate that. I mean, it's kind of tough. You see, I have trouble hearing in this ear after our last fight with the dragon. He kind of hit me with a little fire, singed my ear. So I kind of lost a little bit. So I appreciate
So
that.
you sit back and look at you kind of inquisitively. You fought a dragon?
Well, I mean, isn't that like no? I mean, we're in a bar. Aren't we all a little bit feisty in here, my friend?
You are interesting. The name is Alara. What is your name?
You can call me Wilmore, Lara.
Wilmore. It's a pleasure to meet you. Say, I've never seen you around these parts before. What brings you to town?
Well, we're doing what's called passing through. You see, we were just taking care of that there giant problem. So we decided to come up here, have a drink, and just kind of see how
You
how
took
things
care
go.
of the giant problem as well as a dragon?
Yeah, I mean, you must have never heard of the Wrecking Crew, have you?
And as she questions this too, come in and I take a go up and say, "Oh yeah, you just seen him in action. This guy right here. Don't let the littleness fool you. Killed like so many giants himself. Whew. I'm like really wingmanning hard. Like called me so like the destroyer, but I almost did none of the work. It was just all him. Just bashing, slashing. Whew.
I'm
so wrecked. It's okay.
I'm sorry. You said that you are the wrecking crew? Yes.
Yes.
I had certainly heard of you all. There's bards all over Faerun beginning to sing the glory of your name.
Oh, they must be singing the songs that I wrote.
They must be, but they were in C major, and she just kind of gives you a wink.
Now that's a good one, my friend. That's a good one.
I get it.
I just pat him on the head. I know. But hey, what brings you into this here town?
Oh, I've been
And I
playing around
slide
here.
up next to her.
Yeah. She kind of, was sitting like facing the bar and her food and everything, but then kind of takes the chair and opens up and kind of leans and is beginning to speak with you and engage with you a little bit. Yeah, came here about a year or two ago now, I guess, and time just seems to fly by. But I grew up in Waterdeep. Always had a love of music and storytelling and fables of old, and grown up as a child with wealthy parents of merchants, it gave us a little bit of freedom to practice my skills with the lute and my passions, if you will. And of course, we could hire the best tutors and practitioners in town to help me out, and I could practice for hours on end, which is when she swings her lute back around and she plays like this scale, just like harmonizing down the fretboard. That's where I learned how to move my fingers like this.
Oh, so much
I
better
watch
than
your
you.
fingers.
And I look.
I watch your finger and goes, "That is a talented hand, my friend."
Yes, and as I grew older, I played in a couple of other taverns in Waterdeep and in other surrounding towns and villages, and of course quickly gained a bit of a reputation and as a talented and captivating bard, and eventually made my way over here to Golden Fields, where you can breathe fresh air. Not have to worry about the shit and piss streets of Waterdeep and the stank of the city. And
Ooh, been there. It's pretty stinky.
it is. It's my home, but it's like walking through a toilet in the streets sometimes. It's quite stinky, especially in the dock district.
I'd agree to that. Well, I tell you what, if you ever do find yourselves back in Waterdeep, we actually own a bar there called the Wrecking Crew. You might have heard of it. You can tell good old Zeke there that Wilmore said, your drinks are on me if you ever want to post up and play a little tune there.
You flatter me as you see her flick out a fan and start fanning herself a little bit. I will certainly take you up on that offer, Wilmore.
Well, I hope to see you there someday, sweetheart. It's been my pleasure, I assure you. And as I turn and walk away, I cast Mage Hand, and I give her just a little rub on the shoulder, the Mage Hand, a little seduction, and then
What about did you make out? Should me and Luke leave for a few minutes?
I mean, come on.
I was thinking about taking it a little further, but it's starting to get weird. And I'm not drunk enough for that.
So
Amazing.
your wife is listening.
It's a new
Well,
brand new genre.
Yeah.
So, Rex,
Our Twitch streamers just skyrocketed.
For the fans.
Yes.
do you think maybe we should take a look for see if there's a market around here? Maybe your big giant clay friend can know where to point us for. See if we can pick up some potions for good old Fangy. I don't think he'll want any of this, and I kind of like tap the 6-pack I'm carrying.
Oh, what kind of potions should we get him? I give Chattington a very sly look.
I've got an idea or two.
All right, just making sure. And then I to my bartender friend. Hey, Miros.
Yes, Olrak.
Once we're done here, we're gonna be looking for a market to some potions, perhaps. One of our friends should be able to direct us to the nearest one.
Oh, certainly. I'm sure you all passed by the market square in the entrance of town as you guys were walking the streets. I'm certain you can find whatever you're looking for over there.
Excellent.
Say,
When we get there,
Well, say real quick though, it seemed Wilmore was getting rather close with Alara.
you can say that again. Ooh.
Do you need me to?
Did you what?
It seems like Wilmore was getting rather close with Alara.
You can say that again.
Okay, now I know. That's a joke. Okay. Yes.
What are we talking about?
Yes, she comes from a very wealthy family in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that's what she. Yes, apparently she's loaded. I guess she doesn't need her family's money if she's doing this, you know? Independent.
Well, I'm sure she's probably living off of the family money and doing this for fun, just as my love for my craft, pottery. I fund it with the tavern here, and I don't sell any of the mugs or anything. I do it for the love of the craft, and she may be the same way.
Is she she a good bard, or
Here.
is she fun to trust?
Well, she's a fantastic bard. She's one of the best voices I've heard. Just like an angel. But, a lot of the times the people who have money in Waterdeep can be involved with some shady dealings, from what I understand.
Types of shady dealing. Hold out a wink. I tap my mug so he knows that I need that bad boy filled in.
He swipes it off and looks around, and he fills it up real quick, and then turns back around, sets it down on the bar, and kind of leans over the countertop and gets close to you, trying to make sure like other people aren't, listening in and eavesdropping. Some of these merchants in Waterdeep who end up having a bit more money than you'd imagine a typical merchant could have. Perhaps they're laundering money or helping out with some other sorts of factions or guilds, if you will.
Kind of other actions.
Well, in Waterdeep, there's numerous some sorts. Massive city, sprawling. You can't even imagine what lies on the surface, yet below the surface.
So I make sure that no one can hear me. I've been tracking a son of a bitch named RV. People water deep of him.
Well, I don't know if this Narvi or if they are part of some sort of faction or thieves guild or underground trade or even a gambling den or something. Maybe he's could be behind it or involved, but his name does not mean anything to me.
It's good. That's actually a good thing then. Just know that for whatever reason that name does seem to come to you.
This kind of gives you a nod. And if the name Ilzimmer ever comes to you, he kind of just nods over to her. That's the family name.
Zimmer.
Ilzimmer.
Zimmer. Okay. That's my friend. Oh, it's time for us to hit the merry road. What do I owe you for this?
Well, we settled for
Good
the
time.
2 6-packs. The first flagon for all of you. I take care of for you. Let's see. How much else did you drink? Did you have like 2 more mugs? 3 mugs?
I would have had like 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3 total, and I already paid for my 6-pack.
Cool. So all together for all your guys' drinks, he would just ask like 6 gold pieces.
I know. 8. Thank you for your hospitality, my friend, and information. And think someone like you, such a big heart, such bigger aspirations, gives me faith. World we're in. Perhaps we're fighting for the right cause after all. I hope to meet more and kind-hearted people like you, my friend.
If you stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, fight for themselves, and you are on the right side of the battle. It's been an honor to meet a warrior as yourself, Solrak. Man who's not only has big muscles, but big heart.
Oh, stop it, you. A big old.
As I walk by, I go, hopefully you two aren't going to make out soon.
Call back.
I think our beards would be like Velcro and get stuck together. Not be good.
I mean, that sounds like a fun time to me, my friend.
Probably need a step stool first.
Alright. So you guys clear up your tabs, pay that up, 6 gold or 8 gold pieces you paid. Belly full of ale. You guys also probably would have gotten some of those hearty vegetables and some of the oxen that they have as well. And from here, what would you like to do?
Now I'm feeling good. Guess not really my armor enchanted because it's shorter than me, but I got like a palm on his head. He navigates around towards the market. And Add some potions.
As you guys are about to leave, you see Snurt kind of like stay back, and he's like him and Miros throughout this time have been kind of conversing with each other and making like a bit of like a friendship, and you know, Snurt's been drinking quite heavily but holding himself together, even though he's a bit obnoxious at times. And when you guys are about to leave, Snurt gets like wide-eyed and says, "Oh, can I stay? Please?" He looks over at Miros. "I'll help you!" And Miros just looks back at her and, "Well, I could use an extra hand or two around here, and I wouldn't mind if you were to stay. It's up to your friends, I suppose."
Hey, this is what makes
This
you
is where
happy.
we depart, my friend. It's been a pleasure.
"Does that mean free beers for life?" No, it's not 3 beers for life. Ah, fuck! Well, as long as I get paid, I guess. "You will get paid, little belly." "Yeah!" And he just runs behind the bar and throws on an apron and ties it around behind his back, and he begins like sweeping the floors and everything. "Well, it's been real, guys. See ya!"
You have a wonderful time, my friend.
Can't say I ever thought when I met you out of a giant obese woman's boob. End up duly employed in our relationship. So, say you had a bit of a come up here.
"I would say so, indeed. I mean, this ale's fucking delicious."
Hopefully it beats big off titty scraps.
Sure does. I mean, I'll miss the saltiness of it, but
All right.
It's the creaminess that you'll miss, my friend.
oh, you know it.
As we walk out, I point back and I cast a message on Ilara or Evalia, and it's I really hope to see you again, my friend.
See her, she's like taking a sip of her ale, and she hears this in her head, then turns slowly, gazing at the door where you're exiting, and you see her whispering in your head, "I'm most certain that we will."
Shoot her a wink.
She gives you a double-eyed wink and continues her drink. And you guys make your way out into the early afternoon, bright sun, back into the beautiful golden fields and dirt streets of Golden Fields. Before we go to the market, Fang, what's happening at the airship?
At this point, the fatigue starts to kind of kick in on me as I find myself needing a little break just to kind of regain some energy. I get up, just wipe all the moisture off my face. I even take off my clothes and like wring it out and just like kind of let it sit there to dry real quick. And I take my water skin and just start to rehydrate myself and just sit there, catch my breath. And once I'm situated, I put my clothes back on and I go upstairs, just kind of bask in the gorgeous sunlight right now. And Delvin, I say good afternoon to him as I'm looking a little all hot and bothered.
Del would, they're all kind of taking care of tasks around the ship, tightening the ropes, making sure that everything's patched up and working properly. And he would say, "Well, Fang, didn't you know that you were down there still? You didn't want to go with your friends."
It's not that I didn't want to go with them. I mean, I love being with them well, maybe not all the time, but I certainly love being with them. I had some business to take care of. Nothing personal to them at all. I just told them to bring me back some things that we might need for our adventure along the way, and I really just needed to focus because you never know what else we're gonna run into in the air. We have what I imagine is gonna be 2 days till Waterdeep, and who knows where we go from there. So I'm just trying to plan ahead here.
Certainly, it should only be about a day's travel to Waterdeep from here, but was that what your guys' plans were still?
Who knows what they want to do? I mean, whether it's going to Waterdeep or to the Storm Giants. I think just the group has to come to a general consensus, but I'm sure we'll figure that out once they get back tonight. Hopefully, they're not too inebriated and they can have some coherent conversations.
Yes, hopefully that Solrak, for as big as he is, he's quite the lightweight.
Uh, yes, he likes to think that he can handle his alcohol, but I mean, I'm not one to speak. I don't drink personally. However, if I did drink, I think I could do a little bit better, pending my body size. But I guess we'll never find out.
I guess we won't, unless we do.
Now, you do have eyes everywhere, don't you?
Me, myself, no, but Klauth has the capability of doing such things. Of course, as long as it's allowed, magic allows it. You know,
Right.
some can be protected from such magical scrying abilities.
Right. No, and I understand we are of good standing with Clouth as well, but I just want to see, because we are torn between going to, um, the Storm Giants and wherever Solrak, needs to
Daggerford.
go. That's the one, Daggerford. So I just wanted to see if maybe Clouth had eyes on Daggerford to see what exactly was going on there, and if we had some intel on that, maybe that'll help us make up our mind a little bit more.
We can certainly ask Klauth to try to gaze upon and see what's happening over there, and yes, you guys can plan your course of action based off of that if you'd like.
I think so, and that'll allow some planning for when they get back tonight. Because I know as soon as they get back, we're not too far from either destination.
This is true.
Just trying to be proactive with the plans here. And again, I'm happy to know that I actually decided to stay back and do whatever I'm doing because we are even closer to Waterdeep than I had expected.
Oh yes, Golden Fields is quite close. But I'll relay the message to Klauth, see what they'll be able to gleam upon and see what they can find out, and I'll have the message relayed right back to you all.
We certainly appreciate it, and we appreciate all that you have done for us. Honestly, I heard of Clouth as we were making our way up to kind of where I had lived for quite some time. Never would have thought that all of this would happen and we'd become within good standing of Clouth and kind of have this pack almost with him.
Well, between
Certainly benefited, I feel, everyone.
having a pact with the eldest of all the dragons in all of Faerun in the north can certainly come with such benefits.
I believe that. Well, just keep me up to date with whenever you find anything out from Clouth, if he's able to give us any sort of intel. I really enjoyed coming out on top of the deck here and just getting away from the work for a little bit. But I know they're going to be coming back soon, and we're going to be on our way to Waterdeep momentarily. So I must be getting back down to my work.
As you will, Fang, as you will.
Thank you. As I walk back downstairs to my bedroom and shut the door and kind of start grinding away.
Grinding away for round 3. Go ahead and make one more survival check, and then we'll bring it back to the marketplace.
This guy's weight in silver.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm getting tired.
You are getting exponentially tired. the further and further you get along. It's like you got like that tennis elbow where you're just like working at it, but you just got that dull aching pain in your arm. You're kind of just trying to push through it and like almost get it to that numb point, but you're about at that breaking point right now for the day. It seems like after you jump back in here and do another hour or two. But at the marketplace, with a little bit of glazed over eyes and smell of some fermented ales lingering off of Silrag's beard and Wilmore's his collar area, you guys find the marketplace where all sorts of fresh produce, meats, potions, consumables of all sorts are being sold, and of course some looks like some wooden weapons and shields as well.
I'm gonna stop by the meat store place first, the stand.
All right.
Get like, what do you got? What do you got, my friend? I'm gonna see what.
You approach this stall. This man who's got like a grayish kind of cap on his head and a scruffy, raggedy beard. Looks like he's been sitting out in the sun for a bit too long. He's got dirt under all of his fingernails and on his fingers, kind of like cut up on his hands as well. Kind of looks at you squinting. Well, what kind of food you want? Yeah, we got some oxen, we got sheep, we got cattle, pigs, chicken, all sorts of cuts. Fatty, lean. You look like you like a fatty one.
I don't eat my fatties. I smoke them. But let's see.
I know how that goes. He looks over at the guy at the herb garden who's still tickling his plants. I get it from Toby over there.
Toby. Yeah, soon. I'm looking for something that I can chun while I enjoy this fine packet of people. Yeah, I just had ox. Perhaps you happen to have a sheep leg, friend?
Oh, I've got a couple of them, not just one. Is one all you want, though? We can certainly do that.
No. Take over at Charrington. Sheep leg?
Sure.
Take 2 sheep legs.
2 sheep legs. Oh, okay. Big spender here. It's going to be anything else for you?
That's it. That's it. Actually, I forgot. Is Brutus with me, or did I leave him on the ship?
Up to you. I would imagine that you guys left him on the ship.
I quite. Just 2.
Okay, just 4 gold pieces for the 2.
Have my friend.
Hoo-hoo. With that, I'll throw you in a little side of my mint jelly.
Ooh.
Yes.
Cute, my friend.
After you cook this up, you spread the mint jelly all over it, and it's delectable, delicious.
Dinner. Cute.
You are quite welcome. Thank you.
Fareway to the mark.
Alright, so what are you guys trying to buy? What you looking for?
So first, I'm gonna look to sell some of this stuff. I mean, we could do it in the chat if we want, because it's
Sure.
like the red cape, the gold trim puppets, the wooden puppet theater, gold flute, red hat. We could just do that in the
red
if you
cape. I
want,
will remind that Fang did detect magic from that, but he was just falling ever so quickly to. He didn't have the chance to determine what the magic was, but he did detect.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the red hat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There was a hat with red gemstones, halfling smoking a pipe, and silver rocking horse with gem eyes.
Perfect. Yeah, we can handle that outside the game.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Yeah. I'll put it in Discord, and we sold all that stuff. And then I'm gonna look for a if there's like a textile manufacturer with like like wool and string and that kind of stuff.
Certainly, yeah.
Well,
look around for a bit, and you do notice that there is someone with like a large wooden loom outside with a cylindrical wheel that's kind of working it, and it looks like they're weaving some sort of fabric together, a large tapestry of sorts with all sorts of bright colors and ornate design running down it.
Grover, this is absolutely beautiful. I was wondering if did you have any base textiles or ropes, ribbons, that kind of stuff?
Oh yes, we have all sorts of raw materials if you like. Hemp, rope, some cotton, wool. What were you looking for?
I was making more if you had anything a little bit more decorative. You know, I'm trying to add some accessories to me and my friends. Thinking maybe, you know, some twisted leather or even some fine ribbons.
Oh yes, we have some braided leather here. If that's what you're looking for.
I think that would be fantastic.
Oh sure.
As you were talking about rope, I would take 100 feet of rope if you have it.
Yes, we have them in 50-foot spools. You could buy 2 of them if you'd like.
One is fine then, actually.
Just we'll do 1 gold piece for that.
I was looking for about let's see here. 20 feet of the of the twisted leather.
20 feet. Yes, the spool I believe is 25 feet. So just certainly we can do that for you. That would also just be 8 silvers.
Well, how about just a quick trade, and I pull out the pound and a half of wool, maybe 1 for 1.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. I'm very persuasive. Don't forget that.
Oh, I know.
Oof. 31.
31. That is some fine wool. Looks like some of our own that we get from our sheep here in Golden Fields. I can do that trade for you, certainly. You make several socks and hats with these.
Wonderful, wonderful, my friend. Thank you so much. And then we're just gonna do that 1 for 1, and then I'm gonna look for a potion vendor.
Yep. Couple stalls down, you see someone with a couple of wooden crates with all sorts of glass vials in them. Don't seem to be very like organized, but like almost like someone grabbed like a milk crate and just started like stuffing whatever jars they had in them and put them out on the table. There's a few of these crates sitting out there.
Just kind of start browsing around and go, you got anything fun in here, my friend?
Well, if you drink enough of these, I think anyone would have enough fun. What kind of fun are you looking for?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you have anything, any potions of healing or anything. Anything out of the ordinary works too.
Certainly, we certainly have a few of those healing potions. We have some that are, a little bit weaker, some that have a little bit more oomph in them, a little bit stronger. We also have, I kind of fiddle around the jars and try to find one. Ah, yes, right here. He pulls one up. This one will help you tremendously. It almost makes your skin like stone. Hard to cut through and damage.
Ooh. How much for that one, my friend?
That one is going to cost you, well, it would range anywhere from, he pulls out like the, it's about the size of like the regular potions and everything. Well, for a size like this, that would be 750 gold pieces.
Maybe, how about if I just take some of these healing potions off of your hand? Do you have any, not the bottom, but not the best?
Certainly, yes. I think these ones right here, and he goes over and grabs what look like the typical kind of greater healing potions that you guys have seen before.
How much are these bad boys?
Ooh, for these, local ingredients and all, 115 gold pieces per.
115. I think I'll take 3 of those if that's okay.
Well, certainly. We could do that for you for just 300 then.
Even better, my friend. And I'll take that. You know what? While I'm here, and I'm kind of like going through the bottles, and is there any empty ones?
You see you like looking around for a bit. It's like, what are you looking for?
I was just seeing if you just had any spare bottles around.
Oh, certainly.
I'm really looking to try to mix my own concoction, if you will.
You're an alchemist yourself, I see. Interesting. He goes underneath the table and pulls out a crate with a couple of glass vials, empty ones in it, and puts it on top of the table there. Yes, a few different sizes and options here if you'd like.
I just try to take just 2 glass bottles, one of them that kind of looks, or like, none of them that look like healing potions.
Yeah, they're all empty glass bottles.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just take 2 glass bottles then.
Cool. All right. And yeah, you'd say, for those, you know, if we can consider it in with the total cost of the other potions, but, yes, was there anything else that you all were interested in?
I lean back to Solrak. Were you looking for anything special?
Uh,
While he's
actually-
talking, I like take one of the potion bottles and I just start to pee in it.
You start to pee in it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to do this, like, discreetly?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just not like all out there, but I'm just like looking around. I like see if there's like maybe a little area that I can walk behind, and then you guys just start hearing like peeing into a toilet.
Make a stealth check as you do this.
Oh, that one reroll. 10 or 14.
14. Wilmer just kind of wanders off, looks over his shoulders, makes sure no one's following him or looking behind, and finds a tree with a couple of like overgrown golden wheat bushes kind of surrounding it, and kind of hops in there and stands there for a moment and taking care of some business.
Yeah, try to like the attention away from it. Yeah, would you and I stand in front of him. Happen to have any potions higher breath, friend?
Ooh, I think I just have one around here somewhere. He begins like to scratch his head, grabbing all the bottles out of the crate and looking around. He holds up one that kind of shimmers this orange light as he holds it up to the sun. Ah, yes, I think this should be one.
Much for that comes me, my friend.
That one, I believe, will. It's also going to cost you around 500 gold pieces.
500 gold. Okay.
Kind of looking in the bag. Oh, I guess I come out and I see him looking at that, and I go, hold on a second, buddy. And I look, and we got one of those from the last fight, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I just kind of pull it out and I go, why don't you just take this one instead?
That would be excellent. Thank you, for
Sorek, you do see one after he kind of pulls that orange one out, the potion of fire breath, sitting next to it. There's one that's more blue and kind of bubbling inside of it, and it looks like it's almost like steaming inside too.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, that one is that one's blessed by a druid of Shantea. It's will give you a little bit more than a regular potion will. It actually will enhance your health beyond its normal capabilities, and even give you a little bit more extra luck with your any type of activity you may be trying to perform.
Use some luck. How much would that run me?
This one will, I believe, have to do 500 as well.
Add it. So for deal.
Yes, 500.
Oh, that guy.
Do you want that one? Alright, that is a potion of heroism.
Ooh. It.
And also sent in the Discord this shop, Golden Fields generated shop link that you can click. Any of that stuff is also around the town if you guys would be interested in it. Luke, I don't know if you want to look at that too.
Sickle of Warning.
Solid 60,000 gold.
Right.
It's because you're really not supposed to buy magic weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's why they're so expensive. It makes sense. I'd go back and buy the 3 more potions of regular healing for 150.
Cool.
And that's it.
Easy peasy, yep. And that'll include the cost of your vials you bought too.
Yep, 150. Where is it? Where's my sheet? Go back. Oh, there it is.
Soul Rack and Fang, anything off of that? Or you're good?
Nah, I'm good.
Cool. So you guys grab some supplies around the market square in town. It is becoming mid-afternoon now. You guys kind of got that like bit of a feeling where maybe you started drinking a bit too early in the day, and now you're like kind of tired and just like, you know, walking around aimlessly.
I'm like we're walking around. I'm like, so Rack, give me that one nasty keg you got from the Giants.
Yeah, going to my bag of holding. Back up.
Then I take my other empty vial and I fill it up with that alcohol, and then I reach down and I grab some grass and I throw it in there and a little bit of dirt. I throw it in there and I turn to Soul Rack and I go, potion of speak to inanimate objects. I love it.
I see what you did
And
there.
then I pull out the piss one and I spit in it. And let's see, do I have anything that would die? I go back to see if there's a dye shop where I can get some charcoal. Or I look for a fire and I get some charcoal and I put it in there so it turns black. And then I go, potion of hot piss. Just kidding. What do you think this one is, buddy?
About potion of intelligence.
Now that's a good one. All right. I mean, I think I'm ready to head back if you are.
I need to see how this plays out. Let's go.
Alright, you guys turn around out of the market square and down the dirt path towards the entrance, the walled entrance, and you pass the beautiful statue of Shantea, the goddess of agriculture and nature once again. Look up at her as you guys pass on through those double doors, gates out, and head towards the airship in the field up ahead. Alright. If Solrak and Wilmore, you guys approach the airship. Still docked there with all the dragon cultists on top, taking care of some task around the ship as they wait for you all to return. And
I'm giggling the entire time, like
as soon as we go, like, shh, just
I'm cool.
let me handle it, and
Cool,
you just
cool.
kind of back up the story, all right? Go with the flow, my friend.
I'm cool, and I'm getting my giggles out now before we get in the ship.
Dell looks at you guys as you guys are approaching the ship. Why don't you guys both make deception checks? Or you can do stealth. Or yeah, either one's fine.
I'm using that one.
18.
You guys are like, shh, keep it cool. As you guys like slink and like walk over to the ship, like kind of like falling backwards, but you're still moving forward somehow. And you make your way on over there. And Dell just kind of cocks his head and looks over at you guys and says, "Did you guys all have a nice afternoon?"
A wonderful afternoon.
I mean, it was
Afternoon, I've had a
probably
long time.
better than your afternoon, my friend.
I'd say so.
I would say so as well. Fang is downstairs, waiting for you all. He mentioned something about Waterdeep.
Oh, yeah. We'll be water deep, all right.
Yeah, it's seems like you are 3 or 4 ales deep.
Yeah.
Almost pissed
Got
drunk,
me.
my friend.
Yeah. I feel like I've been fucked up since I had the yellow fever.
Oh, that has so many meanings.
Yeah. Wilmore, roll a D100. Fang, you hear them hop on top of
Why the fuck am I rolling a D100?
and
Then you battle a pea monster.
Fang, you hear them all enter the top deck now and stomping around up there as you're still grinding away down on the lower deck. Fang, real quick, also you roll a D100.
And I cast a message to Solrak and I go, "We're not gonna lead with the potions, my friend."
18.
18. Okay, you get 18 silver pieces worth grinded down.
You mean 18 gold?
Gold silver.
18 silver pieces. Because it's all silver.
Yeah, but we were doing it by times 10. Because last time I got 20 or 230 or
I think
something
I
like
had
that.
you roll 3 d12s or something like that last time. Whereas this time I had you have a larger scale, but unfortunately you didn't get as high. But I will give you, I'll go ahead and call it 36. I'll double it for that net 20 at the beginning. 36 silver pieces.
It's still a gigantic difference, though, of like.
Gotta roll a die better.
No, but that's a difference of, let me see, 200 and some.
It wasn't supposed to be gold last time, if that's what you did. It was supposed to be silver because it's in silver.
I got 130 silver out of it. That's what I got out of it.
Let me look at your ceremony. Oh yeah, it is in gold. That's weird. It's 25.
It's in gold pieces, yeah.
Okay, so go for it then. Yeah, that's do 180 then.
Okay.
For some, I thought it was 25 silver.
No.
Silver in the ceremony, but yeah, it's 25 gold pieces worth of
That's
silver. Got it. All right. Yeah. So you hear them approach or back on the ship now.
Ugh. Gents, God, I'm exhausted from all this silver grinding. How did the town go?
Oh, it was great.
I can tell you guys reek.
We reek. Look at you, stinky boy.
I
Touche.
know you.
Touche. Okay,
You
you
look
know,
like you've been
you're
putting
right.
some work in.
I certainly have. Hey, you guys don't happen to have any empty vials, do you? I'm just kind of thinking out loud here.
The empty
Empty
ones.
vials. No, I do not. I mean, maybe next time we drink a health potion or something, we can kind of keep it.
I like that idea too.
Yeah, let me see. I don't...
Speaking of health potions, did you guys get me anything?
Yeah, I did. I think we
Yes,
did.
I personally ran out of money, but Chaddington here was kind enough.
I mean, you know how money bags goes. But so we got 2 greater healing potions. We got 1 health potion right here.
Right.
And then they had a special on special potions. So Soul Rat got a fire breathing. And then I got you these two. I think they'll be perfect for you. We got a potion of. He said you could like talk to earth or plant or something like that. You can see there's some dirt and some grass in it. I don't know. And then they gave us
inanimate objects. There's a word.
something like that. I don't know. And then they also, since the smart one actually told a good story, and they realized how smart he was, and they gave us a potion of intelligence so we could match him, in those matching contests y'all have. So I don't know if you want to take this one, and you could take both of those and the potions, and the whole thing was, I think it was 250 gold.
250 gold for all this.
For all that, we got a deal on the greater healing potions.
He tried to charge 400.
I was gonna say, because I was a little weary that you guys were saying that you guys got to me all these potions. I was gonna say, how much do I owe you guys? Because I didn't ask for all that. But if it's just 250 gold, I mean, that's fine. I'm looking at the health potions. What color are all they? Like,
so you
like
look
the
around
ones, like the ones that he's telling me, like the health potions that he's telling me. Like, what color are they?
So he is showing you everything, right?
So I'm showing him 2 greater health potions, 1 regular potion, the potion of intellect, and then the potion of speak to.
So 3 of them are glimmering red. One of them is kind of blackish and very liquidy looking. Not as like viscous and like syrupy as the others. And then I don't know what's the other color of the other one.
Well, it was the hill giant ale, dirt, and grass.
Okay, yeah, so one looks like grass because there's he just shoved grass in it, and the other one is very thick and viscous and brown and sludgy almost. But Wilmore, make a deception check.
Is Solrak helping me in this deception, or?
I would love to.
It'd be a flat roll then because
Alright.
you are drunk.
Alright, we'll go flat roll. Come on, deception.
Fang's got an 18 passive insight.
I got a 24 deception.
So Fang, you can roll an insight check though if you want to try to like see through this bullshit.
What?
So Wilmore's got his game face on. He might be a little tipsy, but he's showing that he can lie with the best of them. But Fang, you being sober and clear-minded and here of pure consciousness, just looking at this, you know that this isn't right. 2 of them at least aren't like right for sure. Or Wilmore's kind of fibbing to you.
Yeah. Chaddington, I mean, I really wouldn't believe you on these other potions. However, something's not adding up here between the price of all of this, the viscosity of this one, the whatever this is. I think you guys are onto something. You guys got a couple drinks under your skin, and you try to make fun of the bald, shiny one over here.
No.
No, so now the peanut gallery chimes in.
We would never do anything. In fact, we already had a sip of that intelligence one. Your brain, an overtime. Have the whole thing.
If that's the case, why don't you have some? Or, as a matter of fact, so Chaddington, why don't you give the intelligence one to Sanity to drink for her to become smarter?
I mean, she could drink a portion of it. Absolutely, my friend. I see no issue with that. But why? I mean, sure. I can give her some. She can get a little bit smarter, and then you can keep the rest just in case you ever need it, because she is dumb.
I'd like for you to enlighten me first, before I take any steps.
I'm gonna be honest with you, then I cast suggestion on you, and we may have got the fang finger discount on these a little bit. That's why they're so cheap, but I seriously suggest you keep them, and that's going to be a suggestion cast. That's a 16 wisdom save.
You really want him to drink pee.
19.
God damn it!
What the fuck, man?
Clear eyes, clear hearts, Fang.
I really want to believe you. However, I'll take the 3 glimmering red healing potions because I know what these are. I've seen these plenty of times. These, on the other hand, if you really want me to believe that they are intelligence potions, again, why don't you give it to Sanity for her to use so that she can learn how to say "fuck Solrak" correctly?
You know what? Maybe that is a good idea. I'll take that one. But if you ever need it, you let me know because she takes little sips. So it
No, but what
this'll
I
last
do
some
need,
months.
actually is I'm gonna need Sanity to drink that, finish it off, give me the empty bottle, or empty vial. That way I can do whatever I need to do with it. That is actually conducive to the task at hand right now.
Whoa! Someone's getting snippy here. Potions. Chaddington went out of his way to get. I don't know what's going on here.
To play a trick on me, huh? Look, that's
A trick.
brava for the attempt. I give you that. However, I'm not falling for your tricks here.
I don't know what you're talking
If you don't want the intelligence potion, you don't have to have it, but I'm going to keep it. Okay? And me and Sanity are going to go have an intelligent time later.
That's right.
When we want to. Not when you want to.
So, okay. But let's backtrack though. How much were the greater healing potions?
I told you 250 for the whole lot.
Individually.
Individually, they were 100 apiece, and the healing potion was 50.
Yeah. Alright, so I will give you the 250. And that's that. I don't need the other 2. Again,
And I will take my intelligence potion for when I need to be intelligent, and I will take my talk to grass potion when I need to talk to grass.
Oh, there's cool stuff too. Uses.
So this time, you guys have started to lift up off the ground as all the cultists have gone around and begin to do their task to get the shit moving. Dell would look down at you all. Look, I don't mean to interrupt this discussion you all are having here, but is there a destination in mind?
Well, that depends, Dell. Did you gather any intel from Clouth?
I didn't have a moment to do so yet.
I say at this time, we might as well head to Waterdeep, and from there we then decide whether we want to go to Daggerford or the Storm Giant Stronghold.
I kind of pull out the conch and go, can't we just blow the conchs, guys? I've been trying to do this for a long time. We got 3 now. I pull out the other one.
I'd be fine with some.
Okay, well then, where would we like to go then?
I mean, I think maybe we try just blowing them and see if something happens.
So she said.
Yeah. Something happened way too quick with you, though, apparently. But do you guys just want to try?
That I'll let you blow it.
I bet you.
Well, there's 2 that we originally got. We got this third one. I'm gonna take a look at the third one. Is it like similar to the other 2? Is it
The Hill Giant one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all seem to look very similar. They all are about 2 feet big, and inside of them you can see these giant Deathic runes going on inside of it.
I mean, I think maybe we each blow one and see if anything crazy happens.
I think we just do one at a time for now.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys hold these two?
Always want to blow them one at a time. Yeah. It was just much to blow.
Well, I mean, we only have one mouth. And then I
Exactly.
put it up. Horn.
Did you just blow into it?
Yeah.
Alright, Wilmore goes and picks up the conch and blows into that. You guys hear it makes this kind of like ethereal ocean wind sound blowing out of it. You guys all sit around waiting for a moment, and a long 45 seconds goes by. 60 seconds. That sound just kind of drifts off into the wind. Nothing seems to happen.
Maybe
We
we
should-
need to blow it at the same time.
Shall we give it a shot?
I feel like it doesn't hurt at this point. But should we warn Dell about something may happen if we blow the conch? I don't know. I just
Yeah.
don't want him. I just don't want him to think that like, one member we're on the ship, the next we're somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe we give him a once-over.
Hey Dell, we're gonna blow these conches. We don't know what's gonna happen. Just a heads up.
You guys can blow whomever you want. No judging here.
Yeah, you hear that, Solrak, right?
That's what. But remember,
All right.
time.
Fang may need this intelligence potion if he's going to make a joke like that. I'm always here for you, buddy.
I know. I feel like if you would have had the intelligence potion, that joke would have been better. But
But
Yes.
nonetheless, gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, and I just start blowing.
Everyone make a performance check.
Yeah. 7. Now I roll low.
23, solid horn.
team.
We got a nice range of tones going on here. Fangs is like a baritone. Almost sounds like
Didgeridoo.
maybe, yeah. I was gonna say it's a bit more like sputtery though. It's not as fluid. Kind of coming in like kicks in waves. Solrak, he kind of gets the tone going. Doesn't have much air in his breath as Wilmore, who just sits there and goes. He's playing like the jazz flute over there, and just like Aqualung, and then like he's just like tearing up this shell, but looks over at you guys like, maybe this isn't gonna work, as Fang's blowing isn't in tune, and it doesn't sound like you guys are, making anything happen with this, or nothing seems to happen at least.
And you need to, maybe get off your knees while you blow it. Just, some more of your lungs. You're kind of fucking up our tunes here.
You're right. My apologies. I will stand up straight, puffed out chest, and yeah. Shut up, Solrak.
But here, everybody, I just kind of like put everybody in position to blow, because I'm the expert at it.
Just lining them up and
Very good.
putting on chapstick.
Yep. I kind of pucker their lips a little bit, make sure their backs are straight, make sure their jaws are loose, and then I go, gentlemen, let's just try this together one more time. Maybe give everybody a little help.
All right. Performance check from everyone, and one person can have help on that.
Whoever has the lowest performance,
Mine's +1.
Mine's +8, so you take it.
Pretty 20.
Oh, 19. Yeah, we'll take the 19.
All right. This time, you guys listen to Wilmore. Puck your lips, slack your jaws a little bit, stand up straight, pull your pants down to your knees, and you guys are.
Get on it real quick.
You cradle the shaft. What?
That's gonna be a GIF in like 5 minutes, isn't it?
You just kind of go at it.
Yeah. So this tune that you guys all play is very harmonious, and it sounds like almost like a whale song in the ocean, all going off with each other. That like deep kind of like bellowing sound that's almost angelic and alien-like in a way. And everyone kind of stops what they're doing and looks over at you guys, and hears this. And, you know, even Fang is putting a little twist on it, too. Playing with the balls a little. And he's got the feather out and he's tickling. And, no, but you guys...
Pinky in the butt. Wait, what?
He pulls out his full staff instead of his quarter staff.
This is a beautiful
Clicks the button.
oceanic tune that is playing from these shells. Like I said, almost otherworldly, but nothing you guys are expecting, like a gust of wind, a whirlwind, a portal to rip open. You guys be teleported to some other plane or some other place of existence or location, but just nothing happens as your notes and your song just drifts away into the ether.
I guess kind of while all this happens, after it, I look over at Dell and go, I mean, any advice?
You know, sometimes with these types of things, artifacts of magical capabilities, you need to focus your energy and really bind and connect with such an item to be able to reap the benefits that it may hold within it.
I think maybe we need to take some time.
So a short rest. Well, these lucky cogs.
Anyone can make an Arcana check if they want.
I have advantage, so I'll do that. I'm assuming that means we need to attune to it. I gotta re-roll the 1 though. I didn't re-roll.
Yeah, re-roll that one.
I just rolled advantage. Ah, crap. That one's 8. Yeah, the first roll was 18. It says so.
Yeah, you would imagine what Dell is saying, and it kind of makes sense to you, is that this is something that you need to attune to have it work.
All right, gentlemen. Well, if we want to try this again, maybe we take Dell's advice and focus in on this for a bit.
Bad idea.
So are you each going to attune to one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can each add conscious teleportation to your inventory, search it on D&D Beyond, and unattune to an item and take that hour to attune to it.
Oh, shit.
Teleportation.
Damn. What do I want to unattune to?
This is a tough one.
What is the description of the conch? Is that when you blow it, only you get teleported?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just sent it.
Yeah, there's no change.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, like, hopefully we don't have to fight anything on the other side of this. So.
Oh wow, it's purple.
It's purple.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's your purple conch.
It's a wondrous item. Very rare. It should be
So wait, if one of them is touching me or something, would we blow the conch? Would we both go, or is it literally just the person who...
It is. I was making it so that you guys had to have 2, so that 2 people had to. But now that you guys have 3, it makes sense that you guys all would have to do it. So that's how I'm gonna do it. You guys all have to attune to one.
I like while I'm doing this, kind of talking to Dell a little bit too, and I'm like, so I think this is gonna teleport us somewhere. We still have that sending stone. We could contact you to come pick us up. I don't know what's going to happen, my friend.
Oh, certainly, yes. Is there maybe someplace you want us to head to? A destination, direction of sorts?
Well, that's the thing. See, I think this is going to take us up there to the Maelstrom, but I don't know what happens after that.
Certainly.
Maybe go up by Neverwinter, so you're at least near the north.
Sure. I do believe that Maelstrom is bit more south from there, though.
Oh, it's south. Where's the map? I don't know what the map is.
Yes.
I thought the maelstrom was by the ice.
I believe it is closer to like south of like Waterdeep. I could be wrong.
Okay, then yeah, whichever's closer, Neverwinter or Waterdeep, just head there, because then we'll at least be we'll be close.
That sounds like a plan. We will head on over there then. Curious as to what's going to come of this. Yes, the Maelstrom
Fun fact, me too.
is like in line with almost Daggerford, essentially.
By the
Okay,
way,
yeah. So then Waterdeep would be the closest Harper's teleportation circle and the closest big city that they could kind of safely hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to unattune from my belt of hill giant strength for now and attune.
It's probably a good call because your strength will still be 19.
Yeah.
Fang, have you chose something?
Yeah, I chose the Ring of Shooting Stars, unfortunately.
Sure. And Wilmore?
Yeah, I took my belt off. Champions.
Okay, cool. Alright, so, yeah, you guys spend about an hour focusing on these shells and feeling that magical arcane powers circulating and radiating from it and connecting with your essence, your life essence, and your whole magical being that makes up your bodies. And you feel after an hour that tether, that connection strengthen and that bond be formed between you all and each one of these shells in which you are focusing on. Was there maybe like one that you guys each focused on? Like, did someone grab the hill, someone grab the frost, and someone grab the fire? Like in particular?
I grabbed
the
fire.
No,
The first,
no.
that's the first.
It makes sense that Fang would have it.
What? I have a sword of fire.
It was his quest.
Yeah, he purposely killed the guy.
You can have the hill.
When you're like 2 inches too far away from the mic, we can't hear anything that you say. It literally does nothing pops up.
I beat you, bitch.
There you go. So someone got frost then? Silrak frost?
I guess. Does it matter now?
I'll
I'm just
take hill.
curious. Alright, so yeah, you guys have each one of these shells, and you feel that connection bond and strengthen with them. And almost like you get these like flashes in your mind of times when each one of these giant lords held on to each one of these specific shells as well, and were given to them by King Hecaton, the Storm King. And after that hour has passed by, you feel like that connection has been fully formed. But Solrak, something doesn't seem right in the air. As you guys, it's getting a little bit darker now in the night, and you feel like you're not alone in the sky.
I don't know. I take a listen.
You drank too much tonight, Solrak.
I take a listen and a smell to see if I sense anything else.
Yeah, make an advantage check. Or make a perception check with advantage.
Nine.
Ooh, 9. So you're sniffing around and looking out, and you don't really see any movement or anything in the sky, but you feel that feeling as if you're not alone up here. And you sniff. You're not really picking up much. Kind of like, maybe it's on your boots or something like that from walking around this farm village, but it kind of just smells like kind of like pasture-y, kind of like that like grainy, grassy, dirty smell.
I know that I didn't drink the potion that Charrington made, so voice to everyone. I got a bad feeling about this.
What do you
Jesus.
smell?
Scribe. told me. I just have a weird feeling. We're not alone. I'm gonna peek out from the window, see if I see anything else.
Yeah, you look on out, and I mean, with that perception check, he's still not just seeing much out there, especially in the darkness of the night here, as it is getting like darker and darker as the sun is setting. Let me turn that darkness filter on a little bit.
Let's see if we can maybe get a little bit more of a peek. And I go to like, I don't go up the stairs, but I go to the end of the stairs and I kind of send Sanity out to fly around and see if she can find something. I just like slump to the floor.
So you're looking through Sanity's eyes?
Yep.
Alright, yeah, you begin flying on out there, scoping around the land, the air rather, and trying to just fly through the night sky and see, you know, what could be around. And make a perception check.
Come on. Damn it. Is that 11?
11. You hear, sounds like some bells almost, like ringing in the sky. About like where you are flying at the front of the ship there. And then you hear like a almost like a exhaling breath and wheezing sound.
I go, gentlemen, I don't think we're alone up here.
That's what I
Go
said.
And I concur. I think we need to man the battle stations. And I go in and I tell Dell, I think something might be looking for us.
We'll get the men set up on the ballistas then. Let's see.
I'm on this thing.
So you're set up there. Ariscus will go up there and help you load it in and aim it for you. Kind of like guiding your aim as you're ready to pull the trigger. And another one of the men, Nizaroth, will go in the back and also set up on that one as well. Wilmore, any idea of where, what it could be?
I don't know. I think it's to the north of us. It's kind of like start listening to see if I can hear bells.
Yeah, as you start listening on out again, that sound that you heard with Sanity flying out there begins to get a little bit louder, and almost like rhythmic, as if like constantly like bells like being shaken or something like that. And go on.
Do you guys hear that?
You guys would probably
we
hear it
do.
at this point now.
What the hell is going
Yes.
on?
Which direction is it coming from?
It's coming from the
I
front.
think
of the
it's
ship.
from. I think it's from directly in front of us. Just kind of start peering out.
I kind of move towards Cuomo's and say, Cuomo, take me up. And we kind of just fly up, and we're kind of perched right over top of the ballista, about 10 feet up. And at this time, I kind of get my quarterstaff ready, and while I'm doing that, kind of holding it like a baseball bat, my tattoos start to glow as I activate my elemental force tattoo.
Okay. So you guys all kind of wait in anticipation and anxious, out and looking out to the air and the sky, just waiting for whatever could be coming by to make its appearance and make itself known. That sounding of the bells just ringing and chiming and getting louder and more rhythmic. You hear the sound of bleeding and like exhaling and wheezing. As you guys look out into the night sky, you see 9 deer floating and flying in the air with stars trailing behind them. And one of them in the front glowing with a red nose illuminating the way in the night sky.
Quick, shoot it! I'm Jewish.
You You guys can see they all kind of lift up into the air with a trail of stars drifting behind them as they go up vertically and drift back down through a pile of clouds and make themselves appear in front of you guys once again. And they begin to just like turn, and you can see the speed and grace in which they fly at. And one of them even looks over and goes "Meow," as it flies on by. And they just continue on going on by. And Dell looks out and says, "What the hell is that? Never seen such a thing before." As they all kind of just like circle around the airship for a moment and kind of like illuminate and kind of like envelop you all with this like gold shimmering gold stars that kind of just trail off behind them.
I'm just like, hi. Just,
I'm thinking,
really
how much did I
enjoying the gold
drink?
stars.
My God.
They continue flying around and around and around. Cuomo seems to take, a little bit of interest in them, of course, flying creatures and all, similar kin. These flying deer with these large antlers and the one illuminating the way with its red nose, they take up to the sky above the airship, flying vertically, heading up towards the night sky. And as they trail behind, those stars kind of just glint and trail behind them and fall upon the airship. You guys see falling out of the sky are these neatly wrapped, decorated packages with these ribbons and bows situated around them. And the deer continue flying off into the night sky, and that gold star just trails behind it, and they disappear into the night. And left on the ship are these 3 gifts sitting there. Each one of them,
that was neat.
you go up to one of them, and you see that they have a tag on the top of them as well.
What the hell is this all about? As Cuomo and I kind of float down to see what has been dropped on the cab of the ship.
You guys fly on down, you hop off Cuomo's back, and you see there's a tag on top of each one of these neatly wrapped packages with these ribbons and bows and gold decorations on them, kind of like shimmering that gold starry aura that the reindeer had trailing behind them still. And on the tags, they read each one of your names individually on them. First one that you pick up says Fang. Next one says Silrak, and the next one says Wilmore.
Get out of my way.
Dell's looking up to the sky. Do you guys know what the hell that was?
Just look up. Does it matter? Look at this.
Yeah.
I go over to mine. And start opening it.
Presents.
Alright, everyone roll a d100 as you go to your presents and you begin to... I'm imagining you start to open them, right?
Oh yeah.
19.
40.
Come on,
Man.
99.
My first D100 was an 18, and now my second one's a
Goddamn.
19.
27.
27. Okay. Fang, you open yours up, and inside of it is a large vial, kind of just sitting in this wooden crate with this hay surrounding it. It's got a similar red glimmering liquid inside of it as the vials that, Wilmore brought to you earlier, but this one has that gold kind of starry shimmer going off it as well. This is a potion of supreme healing.
It's reindeer piss.
Silrak, you see him open his, and you're like, "Oh, me next!" And you start ripping yours open real quick, and you tear off all the packaging on yours, and you see yours, similar to Fang's. It's a wooden crate with hay inside of it, with a glass vial nestled safely in it. But your glass vial has a yellow liquid in it,
Classic.
streaked with like black and swirls, kind of going throughout the liquid. This is a potion. Yeah, go on.
I look at it and I look over at Shattington and say, "Did you do this?"
It's new to me.
This is a potion of speed.
There you go. That's the big one.
It's a good one. That gives you haste for a minute.
Yeah, no, I had it once. It was awesome.
Yeah. All right, and a 27. Wilmer, you'll be happy with this one too, as you rip yours open, and again, same kind of crate style box with the hay inside of it, with a glass vial sitting safely in the middle of it. But yours looks empty, the glass vial.
I go, well, this is neat. And I just kind of pull it up and I'm looking at it like.
You pull it up and you feel there is liquid inside of there. You just can't see it for whatever reason.
Swirl it around.
Yeah.
You taste a little bit on the
The
gum.
little gummy. Yeah. You do that in Silrak. You see Wilmer's front teeth just disappear.
Whoa! Crazy, man. What happened? Where's your teeth?
I still don't know.
The Vitus got him.
The Vitus.
I've drank that potion.
That is a potion of invisibility.
Nice.
And yeah, that strange grouping of deer who just seem to have some sort of magical aura and essence to them, fly on by, dropping these gifts all to you all, and just seem to disappear into the night.
Bye. Thank you.
We should center some sort of religion around this. This is great.
And then we could say something like, "Airy Quiznos." Right?
Now I'd like a sandwich.
Equals no subs.
Right? These things are fucking creepy.
So good. Classic commercial.
Well, I activated my tattoos for nothing.
Well, I mean, maybe we give these bad boys a blow real quick.
What bad boys?
The conks. I pulled out my 2-foot
See,
conch.
Dell just kind of put his hands on his hips. Oh.
Some god zips.
Oh,
You can zip up
technically
now.
attuned to it in the morning.
But are you scared?
No, doesn't
Is
it?
it?
Don't we have to attune to it overnight? Or
No, it just takes an
No,
hour.
is it?
Just
It's only an hour. We just did it
Oh,
yeah,
before
it's
this.
just-
Yeah, we're already
then
Right.
let's blow this thing.
Let's blow this banana stand.
Wilmer blows his. Solrak blows his.
19.
Nice, the baritone. Yeah, let's see that performance.
It's gonna do
Performance
opera.
again. Let's do it.
10.
Oh wow. 13.
13. All right. Didn't need the performance check, but Fang, yours sounds
We
terrible.
It's not terrible.
No, just a little off key. It's not terrible. 10's not the worst, but there's room for improvement. But as you guys all play in harmony and synchronize together these conch shells, you hear that whale, extraterrestrial kind of oceanic sound begin to harmonize together and lift up and raise. And with that, you guys can see and feel like these almost oceanic waves begin to envelop and surround around you guys and begin to begin to twirl around like a cyclone. A twister of water begins to spin around the three of you guys individually. You guys can't see anything around you. Your vision completely white and blue as you guys are just enveloped with these waves, this barrel of waves, and whoosh, everything goes white.
Just going like this.
And that's where we'll pick up the next time we all play.
Whoa.
Unless you guys have like
Mushrooms.
another like half hour that you want to play, but I feel like that's the
I
perfect
got to
time.
at 5.
Yeah. I can't hear you, Silrak, because you're 2 inches too
Yeah,
far.
you're 3 inches away from the mic, Solrak.
No, can't hear you.
Yep, now you're 2 inches. It's 1 inch or less.
Get fucking closer. I want to hear what you're saying.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just. But I will be around most of next week, so
Awesome.
even this weekend.
Awesome.
I know I leave for Florida on the 30th. I don't know what day that's a Friday.
Yeah, that's
you visiting
Friday.
Molly for New Year's?
Yeah, I bought a ticket.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Impulsively.
That's what's up. Well, guys, that was a great game. Good job
Loved
getting into Golden Fields, getting a little drunk, a little tipsy, shooting your shit, Wilmore, buying some beers, buying some potions, make your own potions.
Bullshit.
Guys, got a couple
Right
of
at that
gifts
work, yeah.
from some reindeer, which is what Wilmore rolled on that D100. I did not have that planned at all until that moment. And,
That was amazing.
and you guys have attuned to these conches, blown into them, and seem to have been enveloped in some sort of cyclone of water and magical ether and mystery. We'll see what happens on the other side the next time we're all together.
It is game time.
Yes.
Love
Yeah.
it.
So
Thank you.
guys. Great game. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks to the three of you guys for playing. Everyone else for watching. Man, I'm really excited for this next part of the adventure. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We've only been neglecting it for like.
I really like this X-rated Christmas special.
Triple Xmas.
Merry Blowsmas.
Yeah. No, this, yeah. We were on a different wavelength tonight. There's a lot going on.
Behind the stream at Brazzers, Pornhub.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Nets.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload this to Pornhub later. Yeah.
Things got weird.
Yeah, seriously. But awesome game, guys. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If we don't get together before the New Year, Happy New Year as well. But I hope we do. I think
we
we'll
do.
probably get one in there.
will.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I got shit to do.
Cool. Wonderful, guys. We'll enjoy that short rest, long rest, whatever you got in ya. Watch out for those goblins under the stairs, and Happy Holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Good
See ya.
fight.
Later.
Good night.